And cheese challenge. We're continuing. Last week we were telling you about the mac and cheese challenge that is going to be going on through the month of March. We have Frog Hair of Williamsville restaurant right on Transit?
Yes.
Off of Transit. And we have Chef Rick Arnold, CIA graduate and macaroni and cheese chef extraordinaire right now to this morning.
This morning.
This morning.
This morning.
What is an ingredients list that folks are going to have to get together for? Yours is a lobster mac and cheese?
Well, we are serving 3 mac and cheese. One is a lobster mac and cheese, one is a salmon mac and cheese, and one is a steak mac and cheese.
Wow.
We are using 3 cheeses in our dish. They're all from Lactalis. We have a Manchego, which is a Spanish goat's cheese, El Pese, which is a Italian cow's cheese, and Mimolette, which is a French cow's cheese.
Wow, you're an equal opportunity cheeser.
Yeah, it's international.
It is international. Okay, what are some of the other ingredients that people are going to need?
Well, these are, for the basic recipe of making the cheese sauce, we do a basic bechamel, which is a seasoned heavy cream. We use cornstarch to thicken it because we also offer gluten-free mac and cheese. Very important these days. So we basically, it's heavy cream with some seasoning, thickened up a little bit with the cornstarch, and then just lots and lots of cheese.
I'm from Wisconsin. I'm all for that. Anything with cheese makes me happy. I tried to rhyme with that. It just wouldn't go. Before, we're going to tease this, that next segment, we're going to tell where Frog Hair came from, where the name came from. We're going to make people wait on this one. But it's very creative when you explained it to me.
Yes. Well, it's an older term. I mean, it's been around for a while, and I'm sure if you can Google it, you can find it. But I didn't know what it was until I started working there. But.
Okay. Yeah. My producer is saying Syria. No, we're going to tell you. You just have to wait through the show and then learn how to make the dishes as well. When we come back, we're going to get started with your bechamel sauce. Bechamel?
Yes. Bechamel.
Bechamel sauce. We are back in the kitchen with the folks from Frog Hair. We have Chef Rick Arnold, and we have Bridget, who's a server, and you're going to tell us a little bit about the mac and cheese challenge, because it's not just about what the mac and cheese is about. It's also about the server, and you get rated as well.
The server with the winning mac and cheese, whoever sells the most, basically, in the winning restaurant gets $1,000. So.
So do you have a specific line that you're going to be using to up the ante?
You know, just our best-selling tactics, we just really, it's getting competitive.
I bet it is. I mean, do you find that some servers out there just kind of really go gung-ho?
Oh, yeah. We fight over the tables and get right in there and sell the mac and cheese.
I got to come down to this one. Okay, we're going to take a break now. Chef Rick, you're making the bechamel sauce?
Yes, I am. Basically, I've got the cream to a light boil. Just going to add the cornstarch and water, and we'll season it up.
What are you seasoning it up with? Just salt and pepper?
Just salt and pepper.
Okay.
And then once this thickens up a little bit, we're just going to start adding all the cheeses. This recipe is 1 quart of heavy cream to 3 pounds of cheese. So
that sounds fair to me.
It's a lot more cheese than it is heavy cream. So.
All right. When we come back, we are going to be talking about the mac and cheese challenge, give you specific dates, and also a little bit more on the server and what they're doing. We're going to tell you also where Frog Hair, the word, came from. And my producer Lauren last segment said, "Ask Siri." I did, and what did she say? I'm sorry, I don't recognize that. Would you like me to do a web search? So we're going to tell you, you don't have to do a web search. In our next longer segment where we finish up the dish, we're going to tell you where Frog Hair came from. It really makes sense after you explained it to me.
Absolutely.
Okay, and with that, we're going to go back to Laura. Chef Rick Arnold from Frog Hair making mac and cheese, part of the mac and cheese challenge. The restaurant is taking part in this. It's through the month of March. You can go into the restaurant and order. You're serving 3 types of macaroni and cheese?
Yes, we are.
And then, Bridget, you explain real quickly. You're given a card.
Yep, you're given a card. It'll have a server's name on it, and it'll also have a code or a little code that you can scan on your phone. Basically, if you don't have an iPhone, like me, you can go online, enter in the code at the website, and then basically just vote for the mac and cheese and then write the server's name.
And lots to be had. iPad for...
You can win an iPad for a customer. Also, each restaurant is giving out 2 gift certificates, I believe. So you have a great chance of winning a gift card, too.
Excellent. Okay, let's drum roll, please. The meaning of Frog Hair?
Frog hair is the apron, the second cutting, the edge around the green.
So it's golf related.
It's golf related.
And hence the golf related things inside the restaurant.
Right, we have 7 sims, which are indoor golfing ranges that you can play full games of golf. And, you know, so the name came from the golf,
Okay.
not from the food. 'Cause we don't serve frog hair.
I was wondering. I didn't even know what that was. You've made the bechamel. You've put in the cheeses, 3 types of cheeses.
3 types of cheeses. We're just stirring it and cooking it till it's smooth. And then when we come back, we'll be putting it all together for the dishes that
we're going to do it right now.
We're doing it right now.
We're doing it right
all
now.
right, I can do that right now.
Okay. And your restaurant has done something for those allergic with celiac. You have cornstarch instead of flour
Yes.
for the bechamel to thicken it up as a thickener. So also you have a pasta that is non-wheat that they can ask to order?
We have gluten-free pasta. We've had gluten-free pasta
For a long
because
time.
we've sold some other dishes.
I know, it's our stove. It's
Yeah,
not you.
You don't need stoves anymore.
That's the attitude.
So yes, we've been serving some non-gluten items for a while. So when we came up with these recipes, we went with cornstarch. Oops, watch yourself. We went with cornstarch instead of
The flour.
the flour.
Okay.
Bridget, can you give me the pasta out of the refrigerator?
Sure.
All right. Now, how has it been going so far with the contest? Which one would you say is gaining speed over the others?
The lobster mac and cheese has been on our menu even before the contest. So that's always been a good seller,
A good popular one?
a good popular one. This is how we do it at the restaurant. You know, we have our pasta pre-cooked. We heat it up. You know, we have to get the food out quickly.
Fast. That can make a difference.
And, you know, where at home you would probably just cook your pasta and then throw it in the cheese sauce. And since you only gave me...
Pour in the powder.
That's,
I know. I don't mean to be offensive about that, but that's, you know what, I'm just not a
that's all right.
cook.
It's my daughter's favorite dish is that company's mac and
You
cheese.
stopped.
So,
All right. How about I start stirring the other one? Can I do that?
absolutely. I'm going to go through bowls also.
What?
The bowls are right.
Should I be turning, should I have the heat on here?
No, because
Hot enough?
we're not going to eat it right now, so...
Okay.
Actually, it's got to go in the oven. The pasta's hot, the sauce is hot.
If
So-
there's one tip you can give to somebody making the key thing to make a successful mac and cheese, what would you say it is? I gotta try this. This looks delicious.
Is the cheese. It all comes down to the cheese. If you don't have a good cheese or a good flavorful cheese, you don't have a flavorful mac and cheese. Now, our lobster mac and cheese gets sun-dried tomatoes. We use lobster meat, of course, because it's lobster.
Makes sense.
And we have peas.
This is delicious. I could just eat this plain.
We also do serve a side portion of pasta. You want to pull that one up?
Yep.
For those people
So
who
you have
don't
a
want a
small
full
one?
side, we
Oh,
also
just
do.
enough.
We just do a side portion. That's our lobster mac and cheese. Now, everything's got to look good, so
A little cheese on top.
yeah, lots of cheese on top.
So would you say this is your most popular one so far?
This is our most popular.
And it's your regular, too.
And it's our regular. We had mac and cheese when this contest started. We just had to change the cheeses, but and that can go in the oven.
All right. We're going to let you finish up here. When we come back, we'll show the finished product, and we'll get started in our second helpings as well.
All right.
We are doing a very creative second helping. I'm with Chef Rick Arnold from Frog Hair and Bridget, our server today. Server extraordinaire. Hopefully you'll win that $1,000.
Hopefully.
You sell a kind of a form of this. You just were creative with the mac and cheese and the potato skins.
Absolutely. I thought when there's leftover macaroni and cheese, well, of course, I would just microwave it and eat it. But
Me too.
there's also probably a leftover protein. So we did a macaroni and cheese and hot dogs stuffed potato skin, or a macaroni and cheese and pulled barbecued pork potato skin. And then we did a barbecued chicken with the macaroni and cheese, and then I just garnished it with sour cream and guacamole.
So the potato skin, all you do is you bake a potato?
You take leftover baked potatoes, or yes, a baked potato, cut it in half, scoop out the insides, bake it a little bit to get a little crispy in the oven, then fill it and pop it back into the oven.
Excellent. Okay, so for the mac and cheese challenge, can we take out some of the dishes, and then, Bridget, you want to tell me more about the competition. It runs through the month.
Yep, through the month of March.
20 different restaurants throughout Western New York.
Yep.
We're going to have the link on wingingit.tv on where you can find the macaroni and cheese, and then everybody is asked to...
Everyone is asked to vote, so we'll give you a card when you do order the mac and cheese. You can go online, enter the code, and vote, and then you will be... have a chance to win an iPad or a gift card to a restaurant that is competing.
Can you vote more than one time? Can you go like every day of the month, or it's just one vote per patron?
Per mac and cheese order, so you can only vote once. We'll
so
only
if you
give
go
a
back
card.
though another time,
if you
can
go
vote
back,
again?
definitely.
Okay, all right. So there you go. Go to Frog Hair through the month of March and vote on their mac and cheese. If you want to go to the other restaurants as well, try that. Go to wingingit.tv and we will have a link to the different restaurants. Chef Rick, so nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
You had that great lobster ravioli, which I almost forgot about that you were serving at HSBC one day.
Right.
Bridget, thanks so much. Good luck with the $1,000.
Thank you.
Call me if you win. You owe me a drink.